Ellen DeGeneres is a woman of many talents, and she's worked as a writer, producer, actor, and comedian. She was born January 26, 1958, and despite her age, even today, she's as energetic and free-spirited as ever. Ellen has been known for many years for her fun attitude and sunny personality. As an actor, Ellen has appeared in films such as Mr. Wrong and The Love Letter. She's also very well known for her voice acting work as the character Dory in the Pixar films Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. For the film Finding Nemo, she won the Saturn Award for Best Supporting Actress, which is the first time anyone has ever won a Saturn Award for voice acting. In 1997, Ellen came out as a lesbian, and despite some backlash, no amount of bigotry got in the way of her achieving success. She's been an icon and an inspiration to many members of the LGBT community. Gay and straight people alike have loved and followed Ellen for years. She's been the host of The Ellen DeGeneres Show, which is a comedy talk show that first aired on September 8, 2003. The show ran for 17 seasons, and while the 18th season was delayed due to the coronavirus pandemic, it finally began airing on September 21, 2020. This season has probably been the most anxiously awaited yet, because for possibly the first time since she came out, Ellen has been the source of much controversy. A large number of staff members and guests of her show have come forward about a toxic work environment on the set of The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Fans of this seemingly warm celebrity were shocked to discover she might not be as kind as she has always appeared. For a time, Ellen remained silent amidst the accusations. However, she finally broke the silence regarding her show's controversy on the first episode of this latest season. In today's video, we're going to delve into the history behind the accusations of Ellen's toxic work environment, as well as how the show seems to be moving forward. Make sure you stick around so you can hear Ellen's exact words to her fans and staff. Since The Ellen DeGeneres Show first aired in 2003, Ellen has seemed to be a beam of light and positivity. However, most people know celebrities have many facets to their personality, and creating a persona is essential to any celebrity's public image. The mask they wear in front of their fans is never how they truly are in real life. However, many people were still shocked to learn that Ellen was not the ray of sunshine she often appeared to be. In the summer of 2020, one of Ellen's current staff members, as well as 10 others who used to work on the show, anonymously disclosed their experiences working with the beloved superstar. 2 BuzzFeed articles were released with staff members' confessions, and soon the internet was abuzz with accusations. Some staff members said they were fired for taking medical leave or even taking time off to attend the funerals of family members. While many staff members explained that much of the toxic work environment was due to the executive producers of the show, they were still disappointed with how Ellen managed a show that was ultimately hers. Ex-staff members expressed a wish for Ellen to take more responsibility as a host. One former employee of The Ellen DeGeneres Show, a black woman, explained she even experienced racism and microaggressions while she worked backstage for a year and a half. At one point, one of the writers of the show told her, quote, "I'm sorry, I only know the names of the white people who work here." She was dismayed when her fellow employees laughed the comment off as a joke rather than rising to her defense. One former employee even claimed the producers of the show would intentionally hire less experienced people onto the show who wouldn't have a clear idea of what is and isn't acceptable in a workplace. Staff members are hired onto the show believing it's as good as their career will ever get, unaware they're being treated abysmally. Even more horrifying is the allegations of sexual misconduct among some of the producers of the show. Former employees described one of the producers as, quote, being handsy with women, a rather light description of sexual harassment. Too many allegations have surfaced for this to be a mere coincidence. Furthermore, Ellen DeGeneres herself hasn't been free from accusations for various rude behavior. Her former bodyguard came forward, describing Ellen's treatment towards others as demeaning. And it wasn't just Ellen's staff members who have had a problem with her behavior. Even guests on the show have explained that appearing beside her has been a bizarre experience. Some guests explained they weren't allowed near Ellen before the show began, and they especially weren't allowed to talk to her or even approach her. They described her behavior as being cold and rude, a far cry from the warm persona she dons in front of her audience. After these accusations rose throughout the internet, there was little response from Ellen until season 18 of her show finally aired on September 21st, 2020. The beginning of the show took on a much more serious tone than usual, and she openly apologized. Quote, "I learned that things happened here that should never have happened. I take that very seriously, and I want to say I am so sorry to the people who are affected," she said while her audience listened with rapt attention. It seemed the whole world had been waiting to hear what she had to say. She continued saying, "If I ever let someone down, if I've ever hurt their feelings, I'm so sorry for that. If that's ever the case, I've let myself down and I've hurt myself." Ellen's words were no doubt carefully chosen. As a celebrity, your whole career rests on your reputation, and it seems Ellen had been dealt a serious blow. She vowed to work harder to make the work environment of her show more positive and healthy. Many fans were satisfied with Ellen's apology, but not everyone is sure whether or not she's turned over a new leaf. Many are wondering how all these accusations will affect her show and, even more importantly, her entire career. Make sure you stick around until the very end of this video, where we'll reveal how the ratings of the Ellen DeGeneres show have changed after these allegations. And if you're enjoying this video so far, please consider taking a moment to like it and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Many former fans and news sources have been critical about Ellen's apology, and a large number of people are convinced her apology was merely a form of damage control in order to regain her positive reputation. A lot of the show's viewers were critical of how quickly the episode changed tones. It wasn't long after Ellen's apology that the show switched back to her usual antics and comedy as though nothing had ever happened. Some wonder if Ellen is hoping that people will simply forget the entire affair. However, the world is watching Ellen far more closely than they once were, and we're sure Ellen's aware of this. Whether or not you believe she took her apology to heart, some sources say the environment has improved drastically already. Certainly the biggest change on the show has come from the firing of 3 of the show's executive producers. While some of the employees had issues with Ellen herself, many explained that a large reason the work environment was toxic was because of the executive producers of the show. Ed Glavin and Kevin Lehman, both executive producers, were fired by Ellen before the newest season aired. She also fired co-executive producer Jonathan Norman. Several sources from backstage on the Ellen DeGeneres show have claimed the environment has improved drastically since their firing. Still, you have to wonder how long this will last. It's hard to know how sincere a celebrity is. After all, can we ever truly know someone just because we watch them on TV? Ellen may have the support of her closest friends and family members, as well as her wife Portia de Rossi. But will she always have the support of her staff members? Only time will tell. Ellen's new attitude could simply be a cover-up, and before long she might fall back once again into old habits. Or maybe she really has realized how poorly she treats her guests and staff members, and she plans on turning over a new leaf. For now, it's simply too early to tell. Perhaps the most surprising part of all of this is that, rather than going down in popularity, the Ellen DeGeneres show has higher ratings than ever. Either people are more curious in the show now that it's surrounded by controversy, or her fans have finally forgiven her. Either way, Ellen seems to be doing just fine for the time being. After all these newly surfaced allegations about the toxic workplace behind the Ellen DeGeneres show, many people are finally realizing that any celebrity might be hiding a dark side. Do you think Ellen has truly turned over a new leaf? Or do you think she's merely trying to appease her fans? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Factsverse for more.